Shalom. I came out there. Salutation to you. I came out there pushing this word in sincerity and truth. Man, I want to give all praise to you, Bashim Shah, the water Bashim Shah, for this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. This living water, man, this truth. Make a real quick video about gain and the truth and versus the wicked gain of the world. And you get that on a regular basis of the wicked gain of the world, because our people are lost. So therefore, with this so-called American dream, they are trying to gain in this world, and us brothers in the know, knowing what time we living in and knowing why we here, serving this curse according to Deuteronomy. You know what I'm saying? We're not meant to ball. We're not meant to be doing it big, man. You know what I'm saying? That's not a part of why we're here. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that you can't have anything. If you got your money, you gonna buy something, go ahead and buy it. But when you take that gain to the next level and you're on the left hand side with it, you're straying away from the truth. So I'm gonna jump right into it. I'm at Proverbs 15:27. It says, "He that is greedy of gain troubleth his own house." So when that greed overtakes you, man, and that's a lot, you know what I'm saying, with these 2/3 niggas out here, man. You see a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? That greedy game, you know what I'm saying? And these brothers is talking about getting to the money, man, and I gotta get it, you know what I'm saying? And on a day-to-day basis, they trying to hustle, trying to make it to the top, man. That when they start getting things from that and they start getting the money, then they start buying things, man. You know what I'm saying? And they buy things they don't need, you know what I'm saying? Just because they just want it, you know what I'm saying? So it says, "He that is greedy of gain troubleth his own house." Now, troubling your own house, let's say you just buying stuff out the wazoo, man, you can get robbed, man. You troubling your own house, hey, man, they might come in here and wreck shop on your house and might do something to your family if you got one. You know what I'm saying? So you're troubling your own house, man. It's always, in my opinion, it's always better to be, on the DL, man. Not being out there all flashy and stuff. This brothers out here just real loud with their stuff, man, and wonder why they get robbed or want you being loud. You know what I'm saying? And then you don't give the Most High no credit, man. You don't give him no credit for the blessings that he bestowed on you, man. So if you get in trouble, ultimately it's him. You know what I'm saying? Because he got to take you down a couple notches because you think you're doing it big. All right. So he that is greedy of gain troubleth his own house, but he that hateth gifts shall live. So when you think on a different aspect of getting something, you know what I'm saying, in the sense of hating gifts, you shall live, because that's not something that's on your brain where you like, man, you see all my shit I got, I got cars, clothes, jewelry, just bought this watch, and you know what I'm saying, I got shoes, like, you don't take it on that level, man. You know what I'm saying? You just, if you need something, brother needs some new shoes, go get you some new shoes. You need some new clothes, get you some new clothes, something like that, but you ain't out there just being loud with it, so let's go to the next script. This is Ezekiel 22:13. It says, "Behold, therefore I have smitten mine hand at thy dishonest gain which thou hast made, So that dishonest game, man, dishonest game be a lot of that hustling and shit, man. Brothers is pushing that weight, you know. And it's sad because you selling that shit to your own people, man. You got Esau, the so-called white man, creating this shit or bringing this shit over. You know what I'm saying, on the planes and shit, or however they orchestrating that shit, selling to y'all, and then y'all selling it to your own people, man. Being in that wicked ass circle, man. That's bullshit. And if you can't see that, that's sad. Straight up. But your dishonest game, that's what you gaining. You know what I'm saying? You watch the shows and the brother's going out there and hustling. He's making the dough and bringing it to the woman. She was like, I don't want none of that drug money. You know what I'm saying? Because you know where it came from. You know what I'm saying? You knew the nigga wasn't doing the big like that, and all of a sudden this nigga come in here with stacks. You like, hold on, nigga, you must have had to do something wicked to get this shit. Either you rob somebody, or you hustling, you doing something, man. But that's that dishonest game, man. It wasn't no honesty behind it. You know what I'm saying? And us serving this curse, man. Fucking go to work. You know what I'm saying? Have little business and shit like that. You just passing the time until your Howard shot comes back, man. You ain't trying to ball out and be all out there, man. Because then you start losing sight of this truth. You start straying away. You start forgetting about the Lord, and you start thinking more about that money. And I got to get more money and stuff like that. And then you might be like, thank you, Jesus. Every so blue moon, like, you know what I'm saying, like your shit means something, but that don't mean nothing, man. So that's that dishonest game, man. So behold, therefore I have smitten mine hand at thy dishonest game which thou hast made, and at thy blood which hath been in the midst of thee. You know what I'm saying? Man, these at work, many jobs I had, that that's all you hear from 2/3 niggas and shit, man. I gotta hustle, man. I gotta ball so hard, you know what I'm saying? All them damn stupid ass sayings and shit, or somebody flaunting out, they money that they got and shit like that, And I laugh when a nigga get robbed or, get his ass whipped or, something happened to the niggas, man, because what you think gonna happen if you out there flaunting? You know what I'm saying? Especially gaining off a wicked gain and shit like that, then you wanna go out there and try to stun on people. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is making examples of you niggas, man. Now hold on, let me get that scripture. The Lord is making examples of you niggas, man. You niggas out there trying to ball, and these little young ass rappers and shit, and these niggas out there thinking they doing the big and trying to stun on something and put just showing all this money that they got and shit like that. My cousin was showing me some shit, and this young nigga was fronting all this money. Then he said this nigga got killed not too long after that. Robbed this nigga, man. It's just like, what do you think is gonna happen? What what outcome do you think is gonna happen? Because you balling, you don't think niggas know where you at? You know what I'm saying? Niggas know you. You know what I'm saying? For them brothers who ain't doing it big like that, and they on that agenda, they gonna come and take that shit, man. But the Lord is making examples of you niggas. Or this is Ezekiel 14:8. And I will set my face against that man and will make him a sign and a proverb. So the Lord is setting his face against that man and making him a sign and a proverb. When something happens to that motherfucker, he like, look, man, shoot, that's a sign and that's a sign. Like shit. Niggas better wake up. He's making examples of these niggas, man. And he says, and I will cut him off from the midst of my people, and ye shall know that I am the Lord. So he cutting them off, man. Letting them know, like, man, hey, we ain't, don't be doing this shit. Like your parents, you bust your ass and shit with your siblings and shit. And be like, don't do what that one did, or I'm gonna bust your ass too. You know what I'm saying? That you making examples of these niggas, man, so you won't do the same shit. So these niggas out here stunting and shit, and niggas is getting killed behind that because they thinking they got it. You know what I'm saying? Just like that, the Lord took that nigga out, man. Ain't no sympathy for these niggas out here, man. These niggas out here know what it is when they signed up for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Whether you be in some bullshit ass game or you out here hustling and shit like that, you know what it is before you signed up. So when some shit happens, man, nobody got no sympathy for you, man. This is the shit that you chose to do. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and deal with it, man. Whether you get fucking shot, you get robbed, or the Lord take your goddamn life, man. Straight up. Alright? Let's go to the next script. This is Mark 8 and 36. It says, "For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world?" So what are you gonna profit if you gain this whole world? And Esau's kingdom at that. You know, this is not our kingdom. You know, the scripture says, "Rise ye and depart, for this is not your rest." This is not where we supposed to be. We here serving the curse. You know what I'm saying? The Lord sent us here, man, through slave trade. So what are you getting if you gain the whole world, man? You ain't gaining shit. If you know what I'm saying? It's not pertaining to you. How about Shem Yahshua? You ain't gaining shit, man. You know? And that's why these and then they so stupid with this whole spirit that they be in on the left side gang, and they want to ball so hard and shit like that because you only live once and gotta, you know, niggas going out there just doing dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Man, people are just retarded, man. These people are real dumb, man. You know what I'm saying? That social media and shit and them seeing these celebrities and all that shit, man, them got them people bamboozled, man. It has our people lost and thinking that's the way to be, the way to go. You know what I'm saying? And they don't have no understanding of nothing, man. You know? Far from the Lord right now. You know what I'm saying? So, for what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? And that's what's happening to these people that a lot of these niggas look up to, women included, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, Israel as a whole, they look up to these people, and these motherfuckers done sold out. They done sold their soul to do the things that they doing right now, man. You know, it wasn't you know, it's all bullshit, man. They didn't sold their soul. You know, and I had a dude tell me straight up, because this motherfucker had Rihanna on his phone. He got talking about, oh yeah, I marry her and shit like that. He was like, what's she in? She in that? He was like, she in the Illuminati or some shit like that. He like, shit, I'll be in the Illuminati with her. Man, it's just pure stupidity, man. You know? That's why it's 2/3, man. That's why 2/3 of our people gotta go. Because they lost, man. They gone, man. You know? That's why the brothers out here pushing this word. You know what I'm saying? It's trying to gather up the hope for the elect, man. Lord willing, we make it. You know what I'm saying? Lord willing, man. But, man, we just trying to get the elect and get up out of here, man. And the 2/3, you gonna die. You know what I'm saying? She'll come back in the kingdom, but, man, you gotta go right now, man. Shit is just bullshit, man. You know what I'm saying? You the walking dead right now, man. You know, literally. Walking dead. Your eyes is open, but they ain't open to this truth. You know? So you walking around like a damn zombie and shit. I'm gonna read 37 too. It says, this is Mark 8 and 37. It says, or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? Man, what you gonna give in exchange for your soul, man? It's just a bad setup. You know what I'm saying? When you fucking with that left hand side. You know what I'm saying? You trying to gain on the left hand side. So people are willing to do a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Sell your soul, all that witchcraft shit and just weirdo stuff, because first of all, they don't have no understanding of the truth. You know what I'm saying? So they don't know Israelites, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, y'all don't have no understanding of the truth. You know what I'm saying? So you don't know where to go. You don't know to get back into that word. You know what I'm saying? And you know, learn who you are. You know what I'm saying? Come back into your nationality. You know, follow the laws, statutes, and commandments that you have by Shimei Shai. You know, you keep following the fuckery. You keep following the traditions of men. You know. So it got you lost, man. Let me get the next one. This is Philippians 3:7. It says, "But what things were gained to me, those I counted for loss for Christ." So the things that we think in this world is gain, we counted for loss for the Lord, because it don't mean shit in the end, man. This is nothing. You know what I'm saying? You know, it at the end it means nothing, man. You niggas need to be getting their lives together. You know what I'm saying? You know, come back into their nationality. You know, knowing who the Most High and the Son is, Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, knowing who they are, and following what the Lord is telling you to do. You know what I'm saying? Like this gain, this materialistic gain is nothing. It's nothing. It's not gonna profit you shit. And if you get too much of it, it's gonna have you lost in the sauce, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep reading. It says, I'm gonna start back at 7, Philippians 3:7. "But what things were gained to me, those I counted loss for Christ. Yea, doubtless, and I count all things but loss for the for the excellency of the knowledge of Yahweh Shai Mashiach, my Lord." So he counted all that shit lost for the excellency of the knowledge, man. Because we trying to gain the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of this word, man. Fuck everything else, man. The brothers in the know, that's how to be. Like, man, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? You in the right spirit. You look, fuck all that shit, man. I don't even give a fuck, man. You know what I'm saying? Because they all trying to seek out their own salvation, man. They trying to get out of here. So we seeking that the excellency of the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Of the Messiah, man. You know, we trying to get beamed up when they come back, man. You know? We ain't trying to be murked with Esau and these heathens out here, man. It says, "Yea, doubtless, and I count all things but loss for the excellency of the knowledge of Yahweh Shai Mashiach, my Lord, for whom I have suffered the loss of all things, and do count them but dung, that I may win Christ." So he like, he had suffered the loss of everything, but he counted that as shit. What's dung? Shit. So it didn't mean he like, man, I don't even give a fuck, man. I'm trying to win Yahweh Shai, man. I'm trying to be on that right hand side, man, because that's what's important, man. That's what kind of gain is important. Not gaining the bullshit that's in this world, man, and you on that YOLO spirit, and man, it's not gonna profit you nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to stay on that right hand side, man, and live right by Yahweh Shimei Shai. Okay. I'm gonna read verse 9 too. Philippians 3:9. And no, I'm gonna start back at 7. "But what things were gained to me, those I counted for loss. Those I counted loss for Christ. Yea, doubtless, and I count all things but loss for the excellency of the knowledge of Yahweh Shai Mashiach, my Lord, for whom I have suffered the loss of all things, and do count them but dung, that I may win Christ, and be found in him, not having my own righteousness, which is of the law, but that which is through the faith of Christ, the righteousness which is of the Most High by faith." So in the end, he like, the shit that deals with me don't matter. Everything is for the Lord. We live for the Lord. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to gain everything through Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah. You know what I'm saying? It says what, but that which is through the faith of Yahweh Shah, because that's what this is, man. This is a spiritual thing. Faith, believing in Him. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're dealing in. A lot of people don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? Especially with, coming back into your nationality. Well, you don't know. Well, through the Spirit, that's how we. That's you know what I'm saying. The Spirit beareth witness, man. You know what I'm saying? So we standing on that faith and believing in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, man. The Lord willing, He come back and gather us up, man. You know, Lord willing that the Lord keep the Spirit on brothers and shit like that to stay in this truth, man, and not be a fallout boy, man. Just trying to stand on that faith. So, but that which is through the faith of Yahweh Shah, the righteousness which is of the Most High by faith. So, man, trying to be on that right hand side, man, and get that righteous gain. You know what I'm saying? And lead the left hand gain. You know what I'm saying? Here in Esau's kingdom, and let that shit perish. When the Lord come back. So let me get this one. Since we in Philippians 1:21. For to me to live is Yahweh Shai Mashiach, and to die is gain. So, for to me to live is Yahweh Shai Mashiach, and to die is gain. People don't understand, like, shoot, dying is not a negative thing. Dying is gain. But gain how? When you living or live for Yahweh Shai. When you live for Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? That's gain. That's a beautiful gain. You know what I'm saying? The Lord had you know what I'm saying? A lot of people get taken out. That's the Lord having mercy at the same time too. You know what I'm saying? Because we still here pushing this word. You know what I'm saying? So Lord had mercy and took these motherfuckers out already. He gonna say that, in as we keep reading. So let's keep reading. It says, Philippians 1:22. It says, but if I live in the flesh, this is the fruit of my labor. Yet what I shall choose, I won't not. Okay. Verse 23. For I am in a strait betwixt two, having a desire to depart and to be with Yahweh Shai, which is far better. So he like, shoot, if I'm living, I'm here in the flesh, you know what I'm saying? But this is the fruit of my labor. You know what I'm saying? Meaning, this is what we're supposed to be doing, going out there and spreading this word and trying to gather up the whole field elect. You know what I'm saying? But he like, look, man, I want to get the fuck up out of here and go be with the Messiah. So I'm confused between the two. You know what I'm saying? But either one, it's gain. Whether I die for Yahweh Shai's gain, whether I live for Yahweh Shai's gain, whether Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, it's all gain. There's nothing negative in it. You know what I'm saying? He's like, when I'm here, the fruit of my labors was positive. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, when it's that time, the Lord will be like, oh, that's my man right there. You know what I'm saying? A faithful servant right there, pushing that word. Gather that brother up. All right. Verse 24, it says, nevertheless, to abide in flesh is more needful for you. So he's like, look, man, even though I want to go and be with Yahweh Shai, it's more needful for me to be here to push this word, man. So you get this rivers of living water, man. You know what I'm saying? And then you start pushing the truth. And then we trying to get the elect and get out of here, man. So it's needful for him to be here, and that's why it's needful for all the brothers out there on the four winds of the earth to be here to keep pushing this word on this unicorn, man. All starting from GMS, the elders of GMS, and all the Akim on down, man. With the truth. So that's what's more needful for us, man, to be out here. You know what I'm saying? And we don't even know. We can't even imagine the things that he's going to give us in the kingdom, man. So we looking for that game. Fuck this game. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers thinking they can do something good for you, man. Fuck this game in the end, man. That's just Esau trying to bamboozle your mind. This ain't shit. Straight up. Alright? So, man, with that, man, I'm going to say shalom, man. Peace and safety to you. I came out there, man. Shalom.